Hey guys, Merry Christmas. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Obviously today's not Christmas for me. I shot this before so I could spend time with my family on Christmas and not mess with this whole YouTube filming and all that crap. But I really hope you guys are having a wonderful Christmas. Hopefully you got everything you wished for, and hopefully you're celebrating for the reason for the season, which is the fact that our Savior Jesus came to earth. Now I know that's not everybody's view, but it's my view, so I figured I'd share that with you. Anyway, today we are out here at Peach Valley to test some cool stuff on the 125. I am really excited, guys. If you haven't already, you should check out the video of me swapping out the carburetor. I ended up putting a Kehin 36mm PWK on this that I took off of an old 300. I'm excited about that. That's really going to be good. I have extra jets with me, so I might be stopping and jetting the thing on the trail. Not normally the thing I do, but when it comes to a completely different carburetor on a bike, sometimes you got to do stuff like that. I'm out here by myself, so I'm not going to be holding anybody up. But the other thing we're testing today is the VeeMoto Force AT Apex compound tire. And today will be a good test. There is some snow on the north sides of things, and I am going up into the hard rocks. I'm going to do Eagle Valley, which isn't, you know, you guys have seen that a million times. It's not super hard, but it does have a few little kind of greasy rock sections that should test that tire. And then we're gonna head out Sidewinder, head north on Sidewinder. It's got a few pretty hard, one specifically hard section that requires kind of a pivot move, and then really really slippery rock thing to get up. So I'm excited to try it on that. I'm gonna go all the way out, then I'm gonna go up Ute Trail, and I'm gonna come back on Red Rocks Night Horse. So that means I'm gonna go up the Golden Staircase, which is a hard feature even if everything's working perfectly. It's really hard if your tires aren't hooking up. So yeah, I'm excited. If that sounds awesome, guys, and you wanna watch it, make sure you stick with us for this video. So it's cold out here, it's 30-something degrees. I'm gonna go inside the van and get dressed. All right, guys, ready to rock and roll. Like I said, we're gonna start with Eagle Valley, but quick, a little bit of setup information. The Kehin, like I said, is off of an old 300. It's a 36mm Kehin PWK from a KTM, so it doesn't have the round top to the slide. It's just got the style like that came on the old KTMs, like the 16 and earlier. Anyway, it's got a 168 main and a 45 pilot. I am bringing with me a 172 and a 175 main, or excuse me, 172 and a 178 main, because I like to do big jumps when I'm trying to dial something in at first, and then I'll fine tune it. Also bring in a 48 pilot just in case. And then the Moose has got Nitro Platinum in it. It's on its third tire, so it should be nice and squishy. Yeah, I think everything else is good to go. Let's rock and roll. All right, well, that's a good sign. It's about 32, 33 degrees out today. It's gonna get warmer. It's like 11, yeah, about 11:20. So it's gonna get a little bit warmer as we go, but generally not too warm. Gotta take it easy at first. Gotta make sure we get this thing warmed up really well before we beat on it. The first challenge. Oh yeah, this is going to be a good test because Eagle is going to be full of snow. We'll see how this tire hooks up. All right, guys, so I brought an extra camera. I'm gonna try to hopefully get some shots so you can see the tire, see if it's actually working, instead of just take my word for it as I go. So gonna hike up here and set it up, and then we'll come through. This is all usually pretty good traction. Right here, get a lot of wheel spin, and then going up that. So let's see, maybe I'll all right, there we go. A good first little test, because those rocks are pretty slippery no matter what, and right now they're freezing cold. I'll try to ride it clean. Also, see how the carburetor does going slow. Alright guys, I know we're just getting started. I'm really happy with that. Very little wheel spin, and the motor felt great. Really, really smooth coming off of idle and up, so whew, a long walk back up here to the bike. But anyway, yeah, I'm really happy. So let's go do some riding. We'll check back in a little bit. There's some snowy, slippery stuff. Yeah, it's sticking great. All right, guys, what do you think about the way the motor sounds? Make sure you comment below. Keep listening to it as we go. I am going to change jets. I mean, it feels like it's running really good, but I will change jets. I did bring them. I also want to see a thing with an RK Tech head. Sometimes you can just keep putting more gas to it and keep getting more power. So, man, so far, really happy. So we're going to head over to Sidewinder now. Probably ride for quite a while before we check back in. Check it out on some side hilly stuff, and probably check back in when we get to the really hard little move I gotta make. All right, here's Sidewinder. Nice little switchback coming here. Be a good test of this tire and the carb, because you gotta slow down for it. Here we go. There we go. Not bad. All right, you know, actually, now's as good as any time to swap jets and just see. So, I'm gonna turn the gas off. I'm just gonna lay this thing down on its side to do this. And I know I'm gonna get all kinds of comments like, oh, the TPI, you don't have to do it. But if I wasn't happy with how the TPI was running, I'm stuck. Nothing I can do, definitely not out here. So I'm a big fan of carburetors. And then theoretically, if I get this Kehin dialed in to where I like it, being that it is a Kehin, I probably won't have to ever do anything about it again, unless I go to like sea level or something like that. All right, guys, so I think the first thing I'm going to change is the main, because the main actually affects everything. I have a 168 in there. We're going to go to a 172. All right, there we go. Jets changed. I know that's more than if you had a TPI or fuel injected bike, but at least I don't have to have my laptop. Let's go ride. The thing that I'm noticing about this Kehin, other than the fact I think it's stronger, but one thing I'm noticing is the fact that when I go slow, kind of like through this and downhill, like some techie stuff and whatever, with the Mikuni, the next time I would get on the gas, it would kind of have a stutter. With this one, it does that. That is impressive. All right, guys. So the bike is running really, really good after that jet change. I'll you know, we'll listen to it here in a second. But now we are at one of my nemesis on this trail is this little section right here. It's all off camera that way, wanting to pitch you that way, and it's a son of a gun. It looks like some people have stacked some rocks here, which is definitely going to make it a little bit easier right here to try to go that way instead of going down that way. So that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to come up here through this little notch and try to just burp. And this is going to be a really good test of this tire because, as you can see, it's all trying to shove you that way. I'm not too worried about my front tire because I can get on the gas and kind of loft that. But we're going to see how the back does. So I'm going to set up a camera right here and we're going to watch it. Oh yeah, that was, the rock stacking made that easier, but that was way easier than it's ever been. So that was awesome. So I'm gonna go up around here. Here's another one that traction will make a big difference on. You kind of got to slow down. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm now officially a believer in that tire because this is slippery. You can see it's got dust on it. It's not super steep, but you saw how slow I went into it. I didn't get any momentum and it crawled right up that. I've been thinking a 36 would be better off a 125 anyway, because more velocity will mean better low end, and I feel like I'm experiencing that right now. Also, so crisp. Pretty impressive, guys. I feel like I even have decent braking power coming downhill through that snow on both the front and the rear, so that's awesome. All right, guys, so I am honestly blown away at how well this bike is working. So, I mean, it's good. The jetting feels really good. I think I'm going to go ahead and go up one more on the main to 178. Right now, I'm going to lay the bike over, do that. Now, we're at Duncan Road now. We're going to go up to Red Rocks Night Horse Trail. And I'm nervous. I'm nervous about what's coming. There's some hard stuff coming. And yeah, I struggle. I struggle on it anyway. Now I'm going to be taking a little bitty bike and I'm all by myself. And there's definitely going to be snow on the hard stuff. So anyway, it's going to be awesome. So don't leave the video if that sounds interesting, because it could get real interesting coming up. So anyway, I'm gonna put a different jet in this thing. We're gonna head up. Man, that thing sounds good. I see tracks leading up to where I'm going. Let's see. Wonder if the boys made it. I know who was up here. It's my buddy Neil, or my buddy Richard and Andrew were up here yesterday. I think they did make it because I saw pictures from past it, I think, so. This is going to be a serious test of this tire. And my nerves. Being by myself, this doesn't feel like a great idea. Whew. So now I gotta figure out how to turn this thing around. Whew. All right. Now I gotta get down without dying, which could be a thing. We'll give it a shot. Go super easy. Part of the problem is because they've been up here, it's all blasted out. I'm not making excuses. I don't think I made it up even if it was fresh, but it definitely makes it harder once the tire's been over it spinning. Whew, all right. See if we can't ride her out. Not that way. Oh man, not the fault of the motorcycle, I couldn't make it. This thing is amazing. Not enough skill to carry enough speed. All right, guys, sorry to let you down. I really wanted to get up there and get to the golden staircase, but I may just not be in the cars this year until we get spikes in the tires. So so far tires weren't great, obviously on ice and yeah, whatever. There we go. That was awesome right there. Really good traction on that rock. This is a tough move. Oh no, really tough when you do it like that. Huh. Geez, that was bad. All right, guys, so I just stopped to take a break and put the 48 Pilot in this thing. So now we are at a 178, right? Yeah, 178 and a 48 Pilot. And it's got the JD blue needles because that's just what was in it. I'll probably switch to that Suzuki needle down the road, but it just was in it. And then the air screw right now is about 2, 1.5 or 2 out. So yeah, let's keep going. to make it, you know, close to what my 300 already is. And those are good points for sure. But one of the comments was about how much money, and so I guess go over that. Like, so the bike itself was $7,600. RK Tech had $160. The carburetor was free because I was a customer that didn't want it. My time is worth, you know, $90 an hour at the shop, but I love doing this so much that I'm not going to count that time, you know, money. And then the suspension and all that stuff, that's true. I mean, I didn't pay for it. Thank you to BBT and Brady and all that, but you know, you have to do that to any bike to make it work like my bikes work. So really, if you do the math, this thing is still way cheaper than a 300, especially a TPI 300. And then the other thing is, it's still 30 pounds lighter. So that's the point. That's why I'm doing all this. Also, it's for you guys watching this on YouTube that might have one of these things. Might want to make some improvements, make the bike work a little bit better. I'm telling you, man, it really runs good now. Stick with me here on the video, because after I get off of the Sidewinder, I'm gonna go take it out some of the faster stuff. Yeah. Oh, right on. Oh, that's gonna conclude the Rocky test. I'm gonna go on down Eagle Valley down here. But now I'm gonna go out into the Dobes and let her eat. Like, really get on the gas, put some fuel through it, kind of see where we are on our mileage, and then also see how the carb does when it's wide open, because so far I haven't really had it wide open for too long, at least. So if you guys want to see that, stick with us. If not, go on down. You can just skip to the end of the video and see what I say. So but yeah, so far I am absolutely loving this tire, and then also just super impressed with the Kehin. I've always loved Kehins. It's not really a surprise that the Kehin works so good. So anyway, down Eagle, and let's get out in the Adobes. Well, I think that's actually as far as I need to go. When I really get it up on top, I think it needs more gas, amazingly enough. So I don't have a bigger main jet with me. It's okay. So right now we're at 178 and a 48. Pretty sure the pilot's really good, feels really good. And I think I'm gonna go up 2 more, like a 182 probably on that main, which is just craziness. But I keep forgetting that little bikes don't draw as hard as big bikes, so you gotta put bigger jets in them so they get the fuel there. Anyway, I'm gonna poke back and we'll check in when we get back to the truck. All right, guys, that was awesome. really happy with how that all turned out. The tire is brilliant, and I was spinning it. I mean, it was on ice, so it's not super hard on things, but that's pretty darn good. It's not like the super gummy like some of them, but I think that's good. It's gonna actually make it hold up really good, and it stuck awesome. So I'm really happy about that. I mean, really happy about that. That's awesome. Fuel mileage is off. It's really low because I laid the bike over so many times jetting it that anyway, I spilled a lot of gas, and a couple times I forgot to turn the gas off for a little bit, so we'll go test that again. But really happy with that tire. Really happy with the carburetor. I think we just, like I said, gonna have to keep going up a little bit, and we'll get that thing dialed in. But even like right now, for the slow, more techie stuff, it's perfect. So I think we just need a little bit more gas up on top, and we'll be good to go. So anyway, guys, Merry Christmas to you all. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope everything goes well. I hope this new year brings success and happiness and fulfillment to you guys. I'm having a great time with life. A lot of it has to do with the fact that you guys watch these videos and comment and all that stuff. It makes a big difference for me, and I'm having a ton of fun. So anyway, I hope you get out and spread the gospel of two wheels, and I desperately hope that what we're doing here at Highland Cycles is inspiring you guys to work on and get out and ride your dirt bikes.